Hi, and welcome to Allie's Kitchen. We're gonna make something that I think you're really gonna like. It involves blueberries and lemons and lots of cheese. What better to make than a sheet pan blueberry lemon cheesecake? Rather than put a crust on the bottom, I had some puff pastry, and so I thought, well, instead of using it as a crust, I'm going to make puff pastry cookies to go with each slice of the blueberry lemon cheesecake. Now we're going to get going on making our lemon blueberry cheesecake. So what I have here is some ricotta cheese, some cottage cheese, whipped cream cheese, and mascarpone. And we're just going to put all of these into the bowl. This recipe is so easy because all you do is dump and stir. And you can see it's got a lot of different cheeses in it, and the cottage cheese makes it a little healthier, I think. And it also adds a texture to it that's kind of fun. I like the little lumps in it. And here's the mascarpone. That's an Italian cream cheese, and it's a little sweeter than a regular cream cheese. So we've got our cheeses in there. Now we're going to add our eggs. I've got 3 eggs with yolks, and remember we use some of the whites to coat the cookies with. And we're going to use sweetened condensed milk, and this is a 14-ounce can, and I'm going to pour it in, and then I'm going to taste it as we go along to see, you know, how sweet we want it. So the sweetened condensed milk goes in. Now we've got fresh squeezed lemon juice, and as I said, I do everything behind the scenes. So as you can see, I squeezed a lot of lemons. So we're going to put about a half a cup in. I've got 2/3 of a cup here. We might use more of it. We'll just see. And then we've got a little bit of all-purpose flour and just a pinch of salt. And so that goes in. So I'm just going to kind of bring it together in the bowl, and then we're going to use the hand mixer and blend it even more. It really smells good. The fresh lemon juice is just fabulous on it. Now you can put your blueberries in the batter or on top, and I'm kind of thinking I want mine on top. There you go. You don't have to blend it long. I kind of turned up the speed to work out a few of the lumps in the cottage cheese, but not many of them, because like I said, I like lumpy mashed potatoes. I like lumpy gravy. I like a lot of lumpy things. Now, let's taste it. It's perfect lemon, but it needs just a little more sweetness. So I think I'm at about 1 cup now. So here we go. Blend it in. That's another thing when you're cooking is taste, taste, taste. And then you'll get it to where your taste buds tell you, that's just right. So we're gonna add some lemon zest to it too. And when you zest your lemons, be sure you wash them really well, because you wanna get off any of the dirt and the grime. So there we go. Now, the blueberries, I think what we're gonna do is do both, a few in the batter and then some on top. That way everybody's happy. Okay, so let's put some of the blueberries in. Oh, these are gorgeous, just gorgeous. Oh, nice and plump, but you can use frozen blueberries. If you use frozen, make sure you drain them really well and get as much of the moisture out as you can. This batter, man, I could just eat this batter by itself. Let's take a look, and you see all those sweet little blueberries in there. Yum, yum. That's going to be a burst of happiness on your palate. I've got a sheet pan, and I've sprayed it with cooking spray, and then I've got a piece of parchment paper in there. So all we're going to do is pour this batter into it, and then we're going to put it in the oven. And I can smell those puff pastry cookies. Oh man, they smell great. We'll pull them out before we put this in. So, and I like to get every little bit out. You can cut these in any size you want. And without the crust, then you save a few calories. And if you don't want a cookie, you don't have to have a cookie. But I think I'm gonna have a cookie with mine. All right, there you go. But first, let's pull out the puff pastry cookies and look at them. And I'll let you know how much it cooks after it cooks, because you know I kind of watch it, and it'll be at the recipe at allieskitchen.com. There you go. You want those little crackles on top, but they look like little craters, little crackles, and I did put some blueberries on top and in the batter. Now this has to cool completely before we slice it. We are ready to try these cheesecake bars. I've taken 2 slices out, and I'm going to show you how we're going to plate them, because there's a couple of little extra things we're going to do with them. But it's still warm, and it really tastes good warm. So what I am going to do is use some really cute peace and love plates. And these are just small saucers. And so we've got a piece of the cheesecake with one of the cookies. And we're going to take just a dollop of lemon yogurt and put on top, a couple of fresh blueberries, and there you go. Was that not easy? And you don't have to use the cookie if you don't want to. So I'm going to taste it, and it's still a little bit warm. It's very creamy. It's almost like a custard. You're going to want this recipe, because you saw how easy it is, and it'll really impress your friends, and it's good on day 2 and 3. I'd love for you to leave a comment, because I'm going to be making so many of these reality cooking videos right here in my kitchen, and you'll get to see my kitchen in Colorado too, because I live in Colorado part of the year. Tell me where you're from, leave a comment, and share with me something you'd like for me to make.